This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Lesky in the Ginny Donlevy car. Tight pack. Oh, trouble!
That's Mike Wallace in the 01 car.
He got turned.
Caution is out.
Caution's out. Black flag's out for somebody.
That's for Steve Park. I'm going to about bet Steve Park, because that's who he waved it on in the 30 car. That's who he displayed it on anyhow.
Well, here we go. I mean, already we haven't run a lap. We got a car spun out. We got the leader getting black flagged. You know why we call this an all-star event and never know what's going to happen? Because this is just the beginning.
I mean, if that's the case on Steve Parks, that's in 3 weeks he sat on the pole twice and had problems on both starts.
Well, first, let's show you what happened to Mike Wallace. I believe there was contact.
Yeah, I think he gets bumped.
Looks like Kenny Schrader in the 49, his car moved up just a little bit and caught Mike Wallace in the left rear, Darrell.
Yeah, he did. He just spun him right around. And Mike just does a great job, and everybody around him does. Matt Kenseth.
Dave Blaney in the 77.
Yeah, Blaney. These paint jobs.
These paint schemes throw off the curve, don't they?
They just restarted a crash in the middle of the pack, and it takes out the leader, Todd Bodine. We promised you a night of fireworks. This was not what we had in mind.
I never thought this race would start off this way.
Saw Jeff Green in the 1 car, Pennzoil car. He was involved. Jeremy Mayfield in the 19. Todd Bodine. I believe he had the car to beat here tonight, Darrell, in this Winston Open, but it won't happen now.
We have not yet completed a lap under green.
No, our pole sitter, Steve Park, got black flagged. Todd Bodine moves into the pole position. He starts the race, and he gets wrecked.
Jeff Green was not sure if he was involved. He was sure right in the middle of it. Yes,
he was involved. I think
now this seemed to center around him.
Yeah, well, this all goes down into turn 1. Everything's fine to here, but I think the 1 car gets into.
He got below the apron and shot up the racetrack.
Got into Brett Bodine first.
And then I'm not sure what happened to our leader.
Because it was way in front of this.
Yeah, I mean, this is back in the 2nd or 3rd spot.
Now, if you notice, the restarts out of the box rules. Not where that thing of driving traffic.
Right.
Watch Mark Martin. Pow.
Oh boy,
that was off turn 4.
Yeah, and he's got quite a bit of damage.
Tony Stewart, the lead of half a second over Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Jr. What a knot of cars this is.
Whoa, he's in trouble. You just mentioned it, Darrell.
Yeah.
And Gordon gets hard on the brakes and gets through.
And Jeff Burton just about had to come to a complete stop in the 99 to keep from getting into it.
But does.
That had "I'm trying to stay off of you but can't" written all over it.
Caution is out, of course.
And that will erase Tony Stewart's lead of what was then about 7/10 of a second.
Now, definitely what this will allow the cars, especially at the back of the field, to do.
Come in and get forward and look at the valence. How time are you?
Heard Tony Glover right there talking to him, asking him some questions about his race car. They're going to come get 4 tires, and I'd say cars at the rear of the field will.
Top 14 to make it. I don't think you can see there's just not enough. Jeff's trying to stay down on that white line, and he was sliding up just ever so slightly, and Sterling was not giving him a lot of room.
Final segment to Ryan Newman.
Whoa, trouble! Up in the wall goes Jeff Burton.
No caution. But that's going to be a break for Dale Earnhardt Jr. because that will move him up to the 14th transfer spot.
Burton continues on. Let's have another look here. There was contact up there at turn 2.
The 2 brothers, Ward Burton in the 22, Jeff Burton in the 99.
Jeff got down too low and coming off a 2 right there, and the car just broke loose with him.
And it looked like he did, but he is okay. Now has to fight his way back from 20th spot.
Oh, on the back.
And it's Ward Burton.
Caught the wall, guys. Caught the wall on the back stretch.
Caution is out.
The wall.
See what happened to Ward Burton. And I believe there was contact here as well.
Jeff Gordon right up behind him. Whoa, buddy.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah, Jeff gave him a little shot there. Yeah, let's see if, fight with Ryan Newman on the bottom.
And Ricky Craven in the 32 at the top, and there's still three wide
coming off turn four.
Somebody has to
do it. There's no way to make it.
Stewart made it. Ryan Newman didn't make it. Caution is out.
Bang. There's no, I mean, I knew that wasn't going to work.
And the defending.
You all right? Yeah, who hit me?
Everybody?
No, Ryan.
When you go down in 3 wide into turn 3 on the bottom on the apron.
He was right behind you.
Newman was on the bottom. Mark Martin was in the middle. Ricky Craven was on top. Tony Stewart was right behind. And the defending champion of the Winston,
Easy, as long as you're all right.
is out of it.
Not a happy camper, I can tell you that. And I think he's going to come out and let somebody know about it.
Ryan Newman is okay. Picks up a piece of debris.
It's just a driver trying to walk off some frustration, what that is.
Now, right now, when they get back over
12.
I don't think Tony Stewart didn't get into it.
No,
I
not
think
at
he
all.
just was trying to stay off of Mark Martin, and the car just jumped out from under him.
And we've seen that several times tonight, guys, where a car on the outside coming off the corner makes your car loose, pulls the back around.
Larry, he went in on the apron.
To go.
Oh, gosh, here we go. More trouble, guys. Tony Stewart's
Elliott.
up in that.
Elliott Stewart,
Took them all.
Terry Labonte,
Took them all out.
Dale Jarrett,
Junior's in it. Tony Stewart got in it.
and Mark Martin.
Now, they're coming for the caution, and this will be lap 70. This should be the end of this segment. Because cautions do count. This is the segment. Kurt Busch in the 97. He will win this segment $50,000.
You know what? We may not have 14 cars to start the last segment.
What did I tell you when we started? A little optimistic to think that we're going to have 14
We
cars.
only had 12 cars cross the start-finish line. There you see Dale Earnhardt Jr. with all kinds of damage. Ricky Rudd came across in 12. Remember, he just barely made it into the second segment.
He's going to make it again. Now it's a question of who can get repaired and answer the call for the final 10 laps.
And they have 10 minutes to repair it.
Somebody down there going into turn 1, it would look like a white car. Here we go. We're going down here now. Somebody up here just all of a sudden. Tony got in the back of Terry Labonte. Yeah.
And then they just stacked up behind him.
Right. They do back in there and get by people. It just cost him a chance.
If they had not inverted the top 10, Kurt Busch likely would have stunk up the show.
It'd have
That
been a pretty
car's
good battle
quick.
between him and Bobby Labonte. Yes, it
Yeah.
would.
And Labonte may catch him before this ends.
I think he'll catch him. I don't know if he's going to have enough to get around him because they're running the same line around the racetrack, right on the bottom. Joe Nemechek's going to get by Michael, I think. Nemechek's looking under Michael. Michael's car looks like it's getting tighter and tighter on him.
3 to go. Bobby Labonte, once again, he continues to be the quickest race car, just not enough laps to do it.
And from 7th on back, these positions all pay about the same.
Good
Get
job.
points.
Hey, you got to give Joe Nemechek an attaboy because, guys, he was in trouble right here on the front straightaway early in the night.
Spin the car and come back to battle for a top 5 spot.
Whoa, look out here. Now he and Michael getting awful close together here off turn.
Yes,
4.
they are. I believe Joe's going to complete the pass down the front stretch going off into turn 1 this time.
2 to go.
One guy's gaining, the other guy's losing. Money, that is.
About 1.5 laps to go for Jimmy Johnson.
Tell you what, that 48 car, if he comes back over here next week and runs like
One more
that.
time, hero.
And as Larry pointed out, it won't be this car. It'll be a better one.
Gordon Chad Canal.
I wouldn't bet on that. I've been down that road before.
You think they'll start discussing this?
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Damn, is it gonna be nice? Pulling back into victory lane.
Come on, wait a minute. You got to make another turn here. Don't start counting your chickens.
Boy, Bobby Labonte's going to move to the high side and try to make this pass, but I don't think he'll do it on Kurt Busch.
Last year he won the first 2 segments. This year he wins $1 million. Jimmy Johnson wins the Winston.
How about that? Way to go, Chad. Nice job.
Good job, team.
Look at that.
Way to go, team effort. We did it.
We did it.
Dick Berggren.
Chad, how'd you do it?
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.